Hey there, everyone. I'm Vicki Howell, founder and creative director of YarnYAY, and it is that time of month when I get to jump on live, or maybe you're seeing it later, and let you know what the team and I have put together for knitters and crocheters for the latest edition of our monthly boxes. So if you're not familiar with YarnYAY, we do a lot of things, but one of our main gigs is monthly curated boxes. We try to work with as many independent companies as possible and bring you products and designs and yarns that we love. And then if you love them as much as we do, you go and you support your local yarn store or that indie dyer or smaller maker, and you buy more of the yarn or more of the products. We give you bite-sized versions and totally doable size projects. And we just really love to curate a whole group of gorgeousness that's usually thematic in some way or another. So this month, I'm thrilled to be able to say that our box supports 6 women-owned businesses, something that's obviously important to me. And I'm so happy when I can work with other small business owners and we can help each other rise, because that's what it's all about, right? All right, so November, I'm in full cozy mode. It is my birthday month, so I am ready to celebrate all of the things while also getting, it's very exciting. I live in Texas and now it's cold enough that I can actually put on a light sweater. I'm ready to hunker down. I'm ready to sit by the fire and start knitting. I also am finally able to wear the beanies that I love to wear. It's actually cool enough. And so we're going to be working on there's a trend right now. You see them everywhere in catalogs and stores online, and that is fisherman's caps. So that is what our projects are today. But first, before I show you them, let's talk about the yarn. So I reached out to my friend Karin Skassel and Rob, who runs Skassel Knitting with her, and asked if I could get for you, dear Stitchers, the gorgeous yarn that I got to play with at H&H, which is an industry conference that I went to in Chicago last summer. It's worsted weight. It's got an amazing amount of yardage. It's 273 yards, which is a lot for a worsted weight. It's a Andean wool with just a scotch, like just a 10% of mohair to give it a little bit of heather and a little bit of loft. So you, my friends, are going to get a ball of Haiku Highland Lux in one of 3 colors. We're going to surprise you. We went with all sort of plum and berry shades, and they're just so beautiful, all 3 of them. They look good individually. I'm also sort of dying to make something together with all of them. Super beautiful. So the colors that we have chosen are their newest color, which is Sugar Plum. It's a really deep plummy color. You can see kind of the heathering a bit if I put it up close. And you can see how that kid mohair gives it just a little bit of halo. So pretty, so cozy, and that whole look of mohair is really hot right now. So this is a way to do it without going full fuzz. Really love it. Okay, so that's one of the choices. The other is Moody Mauve, which is this really sort of rich lilac-y palette. It's got dabs of periwinkle, grays, pinks, super beautiful. And the last is Wild Currant. I love the sort of like burnt sienna palette, and this one does not disappoint. You can see just the depth of golds and oranges and reds and corals within it. Super beautiful. So you'll get a ball of this. Once again, it's worsted weight. There's a whopping 273 yards, so you will absolutely have some yarn left to make a little something extra after our projects, which I've already mentioned are fisherman's beanies. So let me first show the knit one. The knit one I designed, and we're calling it the Barge Beanie. This one, I wanted to do this time is I really like beanies that don't have a ton going on. I like a simple classic beanie, but I also wanted to give a little of technique to make it easier so that if you're a more experienced knitter, um, it would be fun and interesting for you as well. But I've also done some videos for those that aren't as experienced to show those interesting parts. So what that means is the entirety of the body is worked in broken rib. I'm really into the broken rib right now. If you go to my Facebook feed, you'll see that I recently reposted, I think it's from Manos, a pattern for a rib or a vest rather, that's in the same rib. I'm hoping to make that. I even think I might make it in all three of these colors. We'll see. But this is fisherman rib. But what we're doing is we're going to double, so we have a double width of a cuff. So this keeps your ears nice and warm. And how this is achieved is through a provisional cast on, and then you work the entirety of the cuff, and then you fold it over and you use a 3 needle bind off to seam it, and then you go on knitting the rest of the body. So super fun. You could actually do this with any hat pattern that you have. You just double the brim instructions, length instructions, and you can create this really thick, nice, cozy brim. And then the last sort of fun little technique is that we're doing these center double decreases that give a really sort of clean, straight line at our decrease points. So this is called the Barge Beanie, and it was designed by me, and that is the knit pattern that is included in the November box. You can get the November box at YarnYAY.com right now. And if you use the code FIRSTYAY15, if you've never got one before, if you're new to YarnYAY, you get 15% off. All right, so the crochet hat is called the Tugboat Beanie. And this one was designed by Gabriella Tremino. She is our current designer in residence. This one is worked in single crochet short rows, which is fun because it's a little bit unexpected. It's worked as a straight piece and then seamed up the back. And there's a little video to show you how to do the short row portion, which is how the crown is shaped. But it's worked as a long wide piece and then seamed. And because it's so long, you can fold it for a wide brim, or you can do that rolled brim that you see a lot too, that really gives it that fisherman's cap look. So that's the Tugboat Beanie designed by Gabriella Tremino, and that is the crochet pattern that is included with the November box. All right, so we've got our yarn, we've got our projects. By the way, all of our boxes come with a full color booklet that has both projects. There's also always a QR code that sends you to a digital version that has links to tutorials. It's a little bit more interactive, so you have it both ways. And then also, there's a little information on all of the other small businesses that you are supporting by supporting YarnYAY. So that comes with it as well. Okay, so I said 6 women-owned businesses. We've already covered 3. So Haiku is Skacel brand that is owned by Karin Skacel. We've got YarnYAY, Gabriella Tremino. Next up we are going to keep our knits nice and clean and smelling fresh. I don't know about you, but this is the time of year where I start looking forward to sitting at bonfires. If you wear your knitwear around bonfires, though, it may get a little, it grabs that smoke smell. So you might just need to give your current knitwear a little wash, or if you're working on a knit or crochet piece, of course, soaking it in wool wash and blocking it is always a good idea. So I reached out to actually a fellow Hill Country, Texas brand called Sheepish Grins, and you're going to be getting naturally crafted foaming wool wash. We went with an unscented this time, and it is a travel size. So if you are, camping or on a quick weekender trip and you do sit by that fire and you need to refresh, or if you're just working on a project and you're like, I don't want to wait until I get home to block it, this is a great option. Since it's foaming too, it goes a long way. So you will get a bunch of washes out of this. So this is Sheepish Grins. It's out of Bourne, Texas, and it is a foaming wool wash. They do, if you check them out, they do a ton of great handmade body care and soaps and that type of thing as well. So you get a little bit of that. All right, next up is from Comma Craft Co. And this is a brand, I believe they're in San Francisco. This brand does some really adorable little novelty items for knitters, crocheters, quilters, sewists. But these, I thought, were perfect for gift giving season. I guess I could have taken them out of the package for you. But so you're going to get, I think it's half a dozen of these gift tags, but they're care tags. This took forever because it does. But you can just mark all of the washing instructions that apply so that, you know, your person, whoever you're giving your gift to, will know and won't ruin or felt or, you know, destroy your handmade gorgeousness. And then, you know, right now for the entire season, really from Halloween through Christmas, the whole woodland scene is a hot trend right now, especially mushrooms for everything. So we ordered these just to give a little nod to that trend. So this is the This Took Forever bag of gift tags. All right, and our last item is just a little fun extra because I'm excited about it. It's sweater weather. This is a beautiful vinyl sticker that you can add to your knitter's notebook or your laptop or wherever it makes you happy. And this is also by a woman-owned company, Savannah and James Co., I believe is what it was called. So that is that. Really fun, cozy, beautiful. I leaned in to the whole fisherman style hat theme with my puns. Sorry, not sorry, but we're excited about it. So this is a small family business, and we're really grateful to all of you who have been supporters for a long time and those who might be new and might subscribe this time. So all you need to do is go to YarnYAY.com, click on subscribe on that monthly subscription box, and you can get this November box. We are shipping them out as of the 6th, so they will be on their way imminently. Okay, I hope to see you all making your tugboat and your barge beanies and unboxing your November boxes, giving shout outs to Skacel and Haiku and to Comma Craft Co. and to Sheepish Grins and to Savannah and James, and just telling them that you love that they were a part of a box so that you got to be introduced to their amazing products. All right, if you unbox or make or any of the things, please tag at Vicki Howell, #YarnYAY, and I will be looking out for your posts on social. All right, thanks and have a great rest of your day.